requesting me to give it a push so that they can be part of this boot camp, because this boot camp is very, very important. It's not about fun. It's very, very important for a strategic move to enable so many people make their 2025 an amazing year. Uh, Although I listened to their requests, I would openly say that because I understand the market dynamics, I had decided to create this move in August simply because I understand the market dynamics of how markets behave for the last few years I've been around. And that was the reason why I had made this to that. That's why I made because I in August. So due to the less response, many people were requesting me to give it a more push. Although I've given it a push, but I want to tell you that this was the best right time according to the market dynamics. But I also want to inform you that dates will be configured again in the last week of October. September is usually a bearish market of Bitcoin, unless things go otherwise. But it's usually a bearish market. Although I expect the markets to do a little bit better with the Federal Reserve, lowering down interest rates in this month. I think, if I'm not mistaken, around 29th, if dates are well, or at the start of the month, due to the inflation data that was produced last month. I believe in the coming month, the Federal Reserve of US will lower down interest rates. Those of you who don't understand the effect of interest rates for markets to do well, there should be liquidity. Okay, for the markets to do well, there should be liquidity. Liquidity in financial markets is a major effect. And one of the reasons is that the costs of living in countries that major into financial markets like US is already very high, and people like elsewhere find it hard to invest. So the lowering of interest rates, specifically as I believe could happen this month, could let in more money in the markets. And once more money is in the markets, then I personally believe markets will definitely do more better. And so having that already in our expectations, and having that already in our uh, in our expectations, I basically believe that financial markets can do a little bit better in the coming months. Basically and purely, not only that, if the interest rates are lowered down, more money will come in the financial markets, and we shall see cryptocurrencies doing a little bit better. But just a reminder before I go to my lesson is that the market cycle happens with Bitcoin dominance. The market cycles happen with Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is a key factor. Bitcoin dominance is a key factor when we look at financial markets. We cannot really talk about financial markets without us basically and purely getting to know that Bitcoin dominance is a key factor. Okay. So as I get an end to support and resistance, I'm just getting this streamed live. Just a minute. As I get into the last details about support and resistance, I want to just remind you of the few things that have just happened. If you have not been following very closely, especially I did this onto our WhatsApp channel, which I believe most people never take very seriously. But I know how to dig a little bit into the details that matter. In the details that matter, the number of Bitcoin millionaires around the world has grown 111% in the last 1 year, according to the new report on crypto wealth. Trends across the business, we look at the general picture of millionaires in the crypto market space, and the growth is by 1%. As people who own a full Bitcoin, as I speak to you right now, who we call millionaires, okay, Bitcoin millionaires. In the total crypto market space, we now have 172,300 millionaires in the general market of cryptocurrencies. But in Bitcoin alone, we have over 85,400 millionaires. Then the cent millionaires, we have 325 in the crypto market space, increased by 79%. In Bitcoin alone, we have 156. The billionaires in crypto, we have 28, and this has increased in 1 year, 27%. And those that are billionaires in Bitcoin, we have 11 of them, and this has increased by 83%. Total crypto users in millions, we have over 560 users, 560 million users, 560 million users. And basically, this has increased by 32%. And in Bitcoin alone, we have 275 million. That has increased by 31%. The total value of the market in general, the crypto market space is seated at $2.3 trillion. And this statistically has increased by 89%. And in Bitcoin alone, we have $1.2 trillion. And this has increased by 103%. I know most of you don't pay attention to detail. You are just part of cryptocurrency. You are part of Royal Q, which is well and good. But on our cryptocurrency Royal Q channel, we have basically provided you this information, which I personally know that it is there, but a few of you pay attention to it. I want to ask you to be able to understand that the crypto market space is here to stay. Some of you, since you have been in crypto, you have a lot of doubt, but I want to give you an amazing understanding that crypto is here to stay. I want you to understand that crypto is not going anywhere. Stop treating it like a gambling. Okay, stop treating your business like a gambling business. Understand its power. Think about the longevity of the business. Okay, think about the longevity of the business. And I have given you steps on how you can become a crypto millionaire. The steps are simple and they are 5. And if you want to be very, very successful, you must be able to follow them. The 5 steps for you to become a crypto millionaire. Step number 1, have a business that gives you daily income. Okay? So when you are drawing this table, I don't have the table with me here, but I've always reminded you about these steps of becoming a crypto millionaire. And it is key, it is important. You are not doing it for yourself, you are doing it for your children. It is important for you to become a crypto millionaire. And the steps are simple. Step number 1, do you have enough capital? If the answer is yes, please, when I talk about enough capital, I'm talking about a minimum of $10,000 as your trading capital. When I'm talking about enough capital, I'm talking about $10,000. If you have $10,000 as your startup capital to trade, well and good. Question number 1, if you are able to have this capital, number 1, trade. Trade using Royal Q to help you maximize profits. Okay? You on your journey of becoming a crypto millionaire. Make sure you compound your money. Okay? Make sure you understand how to enter the market at the right time. Okay? And then find a day in a week where you buy some coins. You could major on major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Solana, like Ton. Do not go in so much for junky cryptocurrencies. Okay, so you move your journey. Make sure one, if you have enough capital, at least $10,000. Make sure you trade and you make daily profit. Find a day in a week where you invest some of your profits. Okay, the formula is simple. Make sure you find a day where you invest your profits. Okay, you can invest your profits in different cryptocurrencies. But always make sure you buy some Bitcoin on your journey to your growth to becoming a millionaire. All right, find a day. Make sure when you are trading with your skill, you make profit per day. It is key. Use your $10,000 and make sure you compound your money. So you trade, make profit per day. 2, compound your money. 3, find a day in a week. Find a day in a week whereby you buy to keep, because 10 years from now, you will thank yourself that you did. Now, my fellow people with sense, your trading capital is lower than $10,000. Congratulations. Thank you for starting your journey in crypto. Welcome to the future. Question number 1. Yes, do you have enough capital? Answer is no. What are you supposed to do? Share the business of Royal Q as you trade. Share the business of Royal Q as you trade. It is a formula. Share the business of Royal Q as you trade. Share the business as you trade. And when you share the business as you trade, listen to me closely. Share the business as you trade. Make sure every week you find one day where you buy some cryptocurrency for the future. 10 years from now, you will thank me that you did. 10 years from now, you will thank me that you did. Make sure you don't have enough capital. You don't have $10,000. Use Royal Q to trade, yes. Use our signals to trade, yes. Find good coins to trade. That's why you attend our technical class, where we teach you how to find good trades. Make sure you make profit. Make sure you compound your money. But make sure you share the business so that you can build your capital. Give me a 1 in the chat if I'm clear with my statements, and then we start our training this morning. Give me a 1 in the chat if I'm clear. The rest of the reasons you give, I cannot share the business. First, get back and find if you have enough capital. Your reasons are valid, but they're going to keep you broke. Okay, get out of your comfort zone. Some of you are very comfortable, but very broke. Some of you, you complain that you don't have money, but at the same time, you don't have time. I try to tell my friends that you cannot have the two, okay? If you are broke and you don't have a time, then you have a mind shift challenge, all right? You have a mind shift challenge. You cannot be broke and you don't have the time. It just means that you are putting your time where you think things are working better. But for the last 5 to 10 years, they have not been working better, but you are still giving that thing more time than this business that can give you residual income. Having said that, let me share my screen. Having said that, let me share my screen. Okay? Let me share my screen. That video talking about how to become a crypto millionaire is basically seated on the Crypto Ambassador YouTube channel. Okay, you could find it, watch it, and make your insights, whether you're going to be the new rich or you're going to be the new poor. Let's get into analysis for this morning. Friends across the world, today we are looking at a major trading aspect as we continue to sing and request the country of France across the world, delegates across the world, to release the founder of Telegram. He is important to us. And we still call upon the free of this gentleman as the crypto industry. We still stand with him in this moment, and we say freedom to censorship is key and allowing people to be able to use social media platforms. So we continue as the crypto ambassadors to strongly call upon the country of France. I know we are streaming live on most of our channels, and we continue to apprehend and stand with the founder of Telegram and calling upon, like promised, today on Wednesday to see the release of this gentleman. I've gone ahead to send a link and still remind you about this. Please, we request to free Pavel Durov, and we continue to say Pavel Durov should be. And I call upon all crypto ambassadors across the world to make sure that you sign. Yes, make sure that you sign the open letter that shows our censorship against this move and calling upon freedom of speech. All right, let's get into our lesson for today. And our focus is still on the last areas of support and resistance. And we are going to be basing on the practical side this fantastic morning. Okay. All right. So this is, I'm going to delete this. And we can analyze any cryptocurrency of our choice. And I will just find one that is doing well currently so that the analysis fits the area of focus. So that the analysis fits the area of focus. So I will just find a coin that is doing more Steve, that is Momo Steve. Yes, I'll find a coin that is Momo Steve. Yes, I'll find a coin that is Momo Steve. And the index looks to be Momo Steve. So we are going to analyze index, a coin that is Momo Steve. Yes, Mostivity. Yes, and let us press it in a bigger time frame, which is 1 day. And we use this for a learning purpose. Okay, so that we use this for a learning purpose. Okay, friends, are we ready? All right, if you can see my chart, give me one in the chat. If you can see my chart, give me one in the chat. If you can see my chart, give me one in the chat. Okay, all right, beautiful, beautiful, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So here we go for our learning lessons. Remember, we play our tools and bring our tools. We come down here on our chart, and then we basically bring our tools that we are going to use for our analysis. So from the current price, the lowest price was this one. So this was the lowest price. So we draw there a vertical line. And after drawing a vertical line here, from the current price, the highest price, from the current price, the highest price, at the body close of the candles, the nearest highest price is here. And so if someone had taken their ample time and brought their trend line, where is my trend line? Where is my trend line? My trend line is not on the favorite. Like, seriously, this is crazy. Okay, it's here. If someone had drawn their trend line from the highest point, maybe here, or we can turn this to a line so that we could give collect runnings. Okay, so that we miss out on the, we call them the traps, the bear traps and the bull traps. Okay, so let us pick the trend line, and someone had drawn their trend line from the highest V point. I remember I have discussed V points, and I said that we'll focus on the V points. Am I right? Give me a yes in the chat if you remember that. We focus on the inverted V, this point here, and the vertical V, this point here. Am I right? Give me a yes in the chat if you're teaching that. Good, good. Someone says cannot see my screen. Is my screen visible? Give me a 2 in the chat if my screen is visible, because someone is saying I cannot see your screen. Is my screen visible? Then my brother, my sister, it's not me the problem. So we move. So I talked about focusing on the inverted V if you are not good, so that you do not get trapped. Someone says, I'm not audible. Hey, yeah. Am I audible? Someone says, I'm not audible. Am I audible? Someone is typing here. Okay, my sister, my brother, I'm not the one with a problem, and the problem is on your side. So I was saying we shall focus on the inverted V, and we are going to draw a line. And we said that when the market is on an uptrend, when the market is on a downward trend, we draw a line above the candles. Give me a 3 in the chat if you remember that. When the market is on a downward trend, we draw a resistance line. By the way, it is a resistance line. We draw a resistance line above the candles. And what are we trying to see? We are looking for a breakout. And this is the best trading strategy. We are looking for a breakout. Okay? Like you see, this coin is going here. We are looking for a breakout. And the breakout is key. So we are going to draw a line above the candles to see if this coin had business. All right? Is that clear? Give me a 5 in the chat if that is clear. Give me a 5 in the chat if that is clear. Give me a 5 in the chat if that is clear. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now, friends across the world, I may not have the time, me personally, to come in your chats or on our groups and draw these lines. But I want to request you, a good trader spends some time and draws their lines on different trades. So I'm going to come here, pick my horizontal, my trend line, okay, and press it at this highest point and stretch my line above the candles like this. And I'm done. Is that hard or it is doable? What I've done, is it hard or it is doable? Some answers in the chat. Is it hard or it's doable? Is it hard or it is doable? Now, it is easy. Thank you so much. Now, friends, remember, we have drawn our major support and our major resistance. So in this chart, we could basically say, this could be our support and this could be our resistance 1, major resistance and major support. But this coin is going to this line. But in between this line, do we have some areas where we could see inverted V like these ones and the vertical V's like these ones? Could we see those areas? Give me a yes in the chat. Inverted V and vertical V's. I know they may not be visible here, but I'm going to take you where they are visible. So we are going to now to change our chart back to line. Can we see? So we are going to treat these as areas of minor support and minor resistance. And we are going to draw there our horizontal lines. Okay, so at this point, we shall draw the horizontal line. Am I clear? So at this point, we shall draw the horizontal line. Okay? So we still continue. At this point, we shall draw the horizontal line. Okay? I don't know if I'm speaking sense to someone. At this point, we shall draw the horizontal line. This point here, this V here. Now let's take it back to candles and see how it looks like. Does it make sense now? Does it make sense now? Give me a yes in the chat if it does. Now we are in 1 day. So we now need to push down to a lower time frame to see if we can make an earlier entry in the market. Okay? So let me go to 30 minutes or 4-hour time frame. All right. Now, this line was drawn in one day. Okay, this line was drawn in one day. I can even push back to 15 minutes. Okay, this line was drawn in one day. Okay, you remember we draw it in one day. What are we looking for? We are looking for an earlier entry in the market. And why are we here? We are here to confirm a breakout. We said that a breakout candle. Are we following? All I'm teaching Kwankwala, Bolingo, Bolingo, Mangero, Mangero. Are we following? Are we following? Is this hard or it is easy? Let me know. Is it hard or it is easy? Drawing lines. Is it hard or it is easy? Because that is trading. You can be able to draw your lines very well. You can always predict the movement of the market. Someone says somehow tricky. Someone says it's not mangelo, it is easy. Okay. It's like eating a piece of cake. Okay, beautiful. Someone says it's a little bit hard. Let me go back. But let me first finish this that I want to show you. Okay. Now, I want to talk about confirmation and breakout. Okay. I told you a breakout candle is a candle with good volume that moves below your resistance, because this is now a resistance, and closes above it. It's a breakout candle. And after getting a breakout candle, you need to wait for a test candle. A test candle can either be a red candle or it can be a green candle that closes above. So you can see the market was tested here, and definitely the market closed above. So we had to make our entry at this point and plan to make our exit at the next resistance. Am I making it clear? Am I making it clear? Because this was not a breakout. Yes, it was a candle that started below and closed above. Then we waited for a test candle. And the test candle here was showing, what does this show? What does this show? Some answers in the chat. I talked about this. What does this show? We have a long wick at the top. What does this show? Some answers in the chat. I discussed this yesterday. If you don't give me an answer, I end the Zoom. What does it show? Thank you, Coach. What does it show? Selling pressure. Thank you, Nabo. Thank you, Coach Manish. Selling pressure. And so what it was trying to show you, yes, it is a breakout candle. That's where now people miss out. Yes, it was a breakout candle. Yes, it was a breakout candle, but there was high selling pressure. Okay, now I want you to see the war between buyers and sellers on this candle clearly. Can you see what is happening here? The buyers are pushing the market up. The sellers are pushing the market down. Can you see that? Can you be able to see that? If you notice, but now the candle is ending. You see, the candle is ending in the next 22 minutes. But we are waiting to see who's winning the war. Will it be buyers? Will it be sellers? Okay? Will it be buyers? And I remember yesterday I drew for you a candle, that a green candle that has a wick at the top and a wick at the bottom. It signifies that the sellers have showed up, but the buyers are still in control. You see this here? The sellers have showed up, but the buyers are still in control. And you remember what we discussed yesterday with these candles here. Now you see what is happening. The candle has ended. This candle has ended, this one. Yes, the sellers, they showed you that the sellers have showed you, but the buyers are still in control. So this is a war. And we cannot know who's going to win it, but the buyers are still in charge. You see how they are fighting? The sellers had started in, they were trying to push the market down, but the buyers are also coming in trying to push the market up. And that's what happens in trading. It's you see, the buyers were still available here, and the effect of buyers is still appearing here. Are we learning? Are we learning? Like I said, today we are gonna go practical. Are we learning? So yes, the sellers are still available, but the buyers are still in control. This is market interpretation. This is market interpretation. There is no science. Because someone is typing, "Are you witch doctor?" No, this is not witch. Yes, the fight, it is a war. And the war still has 13 minutes to go. Stop shivering. Stop shivering. It is a war. It had started going greeny. Now it has started going ready. Yeah. Oh, God help me. God help me. Have you confirmed? Have you got a confirmation? Then cool down. You made your entry. I'm not breathing. I'm not breathing. It had started going greeny. Now it is ready. Cool down. This is not gambling. Yes, the market can go against you, but if you have got a confirmation, cool down. Are we speaking to somebody? 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 I'm no longer drinking. Oxygen is reducing. Oxygen. It was green. It was green. Now it has turned red. Cool down. Cool down. Cool down. Cool down. Have you confirmed the breakout? Have you got a confirmation? Then cool down. But now you need also to understand, I need to bring an understanding. It also depends on the time frame. Okay? Am I clear? If you have confirmed this in the 15 minutes, don't think it is the same thing that is happening in the 4-hour time frame. Give me a yes in the chat. Because it is different time frames. I don't know if I'm making sense to somebody. Okay? Because when people are trading, they are shivering. Yesterday, I found someone on a drip. Someone called me here. Coach, I'm on a drip. I asked him, on a drip of what? Now, look here, friends, and this is key, and I think it comes out so well in the 4-hour time frame. Can we see a breakout candle? This is called a breakout candle. Breakout candle is a candle with good volume that starts below your resistance and closes above. If you have understood a breakout candle, give me a 1 in the chat. It's a breakout candle. And since this breakout candle is here now, what are we waiting? We are waiting for a confirmation candle. Now, I wanted to enter from here, and I need a confirmation candle. Each candle here takes 4 hours. What do? I move away from here, and I come in the 15 minutes time frame. Am I making sense to someone? You see, look here. That's why now people say, you see, breakout candle. Where is my cursor? Breakout candle, yes, confirmation candle. It can be a green candle or a red candle that closes above. I make my entry. I plan my exit at the next resistance. Am I making sense to someone? I have a question. Will I have made my profit? Give me an answer in the chat. Will I have made my profit? I saw the breakout in the 4-hour time frame, but I go in a lower time frame to make an earlier entry in the market. And I make my earlier entry, I open my margin call, it rises a little bit, it goes down, the robot buys more, puts in more money, and then it rises, I make more profit. That's why we use Royal Q to trade. Then let me ask you, manual traders, is it easy to buy from here, monitor the market, then when it starts dropping, you buy more? Some answers in the chat. Is it easy? Some answers in the chat. Is it easy? Is it easy? Is it easy? Some answers in the chat. It's not easy. It is not easy when you are manually trading. That's why we use Royal Q. So that when the market goes against us, the robot can use the dollar cost averaging. Okay? I hope I'm done. Now let me go and I draw another coin. This one, I hope you have understood. Now let me find another coin. I'm using coins that are doing well because I may not have the time to go and find those that are doing poorly. To draw the lines and then wait. I want to use this to be a little bit practical. Now we are on this coin called the Finkwi. Finkwi. The coin is called the Finkwi. The coin is called the Finkwi. 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 Fion. 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 Coins now. From the current price, the lowest price is here. I'm using the body close of the candles, a red candle at the bottom. From the current price, the highest price from the current price is this one. I have a question. Is this coin on an uptrend? Is this coin on a ranging market? Is this coin on an uptrend? Is this coin on a ranging market? Some answers in the chat where I have drawn my lines. In trading, there is no both. How can someone see an uptrend where I've drawn my lines? There is no both. You can see the market is ranging. It's moving in between, all right? It is moving in between, okay? Now, we have drawn a major support and a major resistance. If you are not good, put this to this. If you are not good at using body candles, put this to this. So, I still see some minor support and minor resistance lines. I'll always use a green candle, the close of the green candle at the top. And there I go, I'll use this candle. Then I'll, this is enough now. Now I can go in 15 minutes time frame and I look at my chart. Minimize my screen. So for this coin to continue in an uptrend or to continue going up, it has to break this resistance. Now, this was a breakout candle, but can we see that the red candle closed below? Can we all see that the red candle closed below? Give me one in the chat if you can see. Can we see that the red candle closed below our line? Then, my friend, just know this coin is now going to come down. Am I clear? Am I clear? It is going to come down because it has failed to respect or to break the resistance. Let me go to another one. There is this one called the quick. Now, when the coin is on an uptrend, we draw candles above the chart. Now, this is 15 minutes. Okay? As you are trading, as you are doing your analysis, always do your analysis using top to down analysis, not small to up. It should be top to down analysis. So you start from a bigger time frame going to a lower time frame. Never start from a lower time frame going to a bigger time frame. Am I clear? You need to have your instincts very well. Now, some of you forget very fast, but let me remind you, because this is what you look at. What does this candle signify here? Selling pressure, buying pressure. The sellers were selling and selling and selling and selling and selling. The sellers were selling, 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 selling. What does this signify? This one here. Buying pressure, selling pressure is increasing. Now, when you see selling pressure, what comes in your mind? Do you expect the market to continue going down? Do you expect the market to change and go up? Now, some people think when they come here, I'm going to teach a lot. When I say I'm done, I'm remaining 4 minutes. So I want to analyze this coin from the current price, the close of the red candle at the bottom. That's where I'll draw my line. From my current price, the close of the green candle at the top is where I'll draw my line. Then I will look for minor areas of support and minor areas of resistance. Hey, hey. Okay. These are my lines. Then if I want to draw another line above, from here, I look for an area above. The close of the green candle at the top will be where I'll draw my line, just above it. Then if I want to continue, I still look for the close of the green candle above. That's where I'll draw my line. So those are resistance areas. I'm following the principles of a line. You see that where I draw my line is where the V is. Give me a 2 in the chart if you can see. Because I use the body close of the candles. Give me a 2 if you can see that. I use the body close of the candles. So I follow my V principle. I follow my V principle as I'm drawing my lines. Now, let me return it back to candles. Then I go to lower time frame to see if I have business. It's a little bit not so clear there, but a little bit clear on the 30 minutes time frame. So I minimize my chart. I find a minor area of resistance and support. And from the current price in the 30 minutes, the market was resisted here. I draw the line. So if I want to trade in the 30 minutes time frame, if I want to trade in the 30 minutes time frame, I come here, pick my price range. I pick my price range from current price because I've got my confirmation. I have a 2.5%. 2/3 of the journey, I'll take 2%. And let me go and I trade this coin. It's called quick. I'll take a 2%. Is this hard? Is this hard? Is this hard? Is this hard? Now I'm going to go to my royal queue and I trade. Now, why do people say trading is very hard? Trading is very hard. Trading is very hard. For what? How is it hard? It's you adding emotions to trading. And you trade without margin calls. So I could take 2/3 of my journey, 1.52%, and I'm out in the coming few minutes. I just need to remain patient. Then I trade with margin calls. I don't know. Then I make sure I do not overtrade. The bigger the time frame, the bigger the waiting time. But if I want to trade, let me first delete these ones. These ones, these coins were delisted by Royal Q, sorry, by Binance. So they are no longer available. So I'll look for the most negative. Find business. I analyze from the bigger time frame. Okay. Now, although this coin is one of the most negative, it has no business. Now, people have asked me, how do we come up with a preset price? For example, I see this coin is coming down, right? I see this coin is coming down, right? Then I draw my line here. Then I say, because this is an area of support, am I right? This is an area of support, am I right? Give me a yes in the chat. If you can see, this is an area of support. Then I say, when the market comes down to this price, let my robot buy. That's where the preset price comes from. When the market drops to this price, let my robot buy. All I say, let me increase it a little bit to here, somewhere here at this resistance here. Then I say, when the robot drops to this price, let it buy. Then these are my margin call drops from here to this area here, 8%. So my robot buy the margin call drops because I expect the market to reverse from here and go up. That's where you come up with preset prices. You enter at a certain price. For example, this is ORN. I see the market is dropping, okay? But when I draw my lines, I see a support at this area. I say support at this area. So I put this price as my preset price. I wait for the market to come in on this area. Then when it reaches this area, let my robot buy. Am I making sense to someone? Am I making sense to someone? For example, this is sun. Okay. Let me do this here. You know, when people attend these trainings, they think me, I'm going to teach heaven. I teach simple things. Now, this is sun. What can I do? I come here, I pick a parallel channel. I draw it from this lowest point to that point there. Okay, that point. It's not good enough. It is not good enough. Let me delete it. I've started from very far. It doesn't, I don't see it coming out very well. So I'll start from this point to that point there. Good. It presses itself very fast. So I'll come that point, that point. Now, what will happen? Then I stretch it to any point of my choice. Either I take it back here, but that's very far. I'll just keep it a little bit. I can analyze the whole chart just around there. Now, what am I looking at? If this coin breaks this line, then floating loss imekuja. Or I come and I draw a line at this point here, wherever it touches my line. So this will be my area of support. Then I draw another line here. Wherever it touches my line, I draw the line. Or I turn this to a line. And I look at those points on an individual basis. If you are very hard for you to draw, I can see them here. So if it breaks this line, then I expect this coin to come down to this point. To this point. I expect this coin to drop. If it breaks that line I've drawn there, then I expect this coin to do a reversal to the downside. Either stop here or go back where it came from, which we call a flash. because these moves were very high. But I expect it at least to stop here if it breaks. If then it is supported here, then this means this has been a retracement that's going to push this coin to a higher price than the previous one. I know, but I don't know if I'm making it clear. My role is just to make it clear. If it does not go down here and it gets supported at this point, then my friend, those trading this coin, you are going to jubilate because it will now form a higher point. How do we discuss higher points? In the near future, I will show you, but this is it. Let me show you. This is the field extension. Okay. If this is the lowest point, let me pick it from here. From the lowest point to the highest point, then to a retracement. I'll teach this. This is how you can find how far a coin can go. So if it retraces there and gets supported, then this coin will move 100% of this journey. And I'll teach this in our coming lessons, and I expect it to end there. So the next target price is 0.0609. From the current price where it is, if it is respected, then I expect this coin to deliver another 108%. If it is respected. If it is not respected, shauri yako, the coin will drop. But this we are going to discuss in our coming lessons. How you use fib extension to predict the future of the coin. And it can rise from here and a journey of 100%. And it delivers up to 0.0609 as the next target price. But if it breaks this area and continues to the downside, my friend, then just understand people will have to sweat. Yeah, people will have to sweat. But if it is respected, then we are going to see the coin doing marvelous work. But this we shall discuss. Those we shall discuss. They are not for now. Those we shall discuss. How can I get this software to install it to my PC? Just use a website. This is this is Trading View. This is Trading View. This is Trading View. I hope I'm done with my lesson. If you have been able to learn something from it, give me one in the chat. I have previous lessons about those different charts. Even here, someone could be able, if I remove all my drawings, someone could still analyze this coin at this point from the current price. The lowest point is here. We have said you draw a trend line above the candles. Where is the trend line? Trend line. So you draw a trend line above the candles. This may not be perfect, but you don't need to be perfect. You just need to draw. If you are not good, so you wait. This looks like the market is trying to respect this area. So we wait and see if it will close above. Then you plan your entry. Then the next exit, if it is respected on this coin, is this highest point here. It is that highest point there. That's why we now needed to bring in a confluence. That's why starting tomorrow, I'm now going to enter indicators. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start teaching indicators. Why? Because you need a confluence. What is a confluence? You need to trade with a confluence. What is a confluence? A confluence is to find a way in which a coin has more chances to go in your direction. In your direction. than against you. So to get a confluence, you now play in indicators. That's why tomorrow I'm going to start a journal of indicators. For example, I would bring in indicators. For example, here, my first indicators will be the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. Either the stochastic or the RSI itself. And I will use it in a smarter way. Come on settings. I want it to show me some divergences. Yes, it's using simple moving averages. Because I understand what I'm doing, I will use exponential moving averages so that I do not keep the noise in the market. It's not clear. Stochastic RSI is not clear. So the RSI is not clear about direction. Then I get it off. This is just using indicators, and we are going to discuss this. Then let me bring in the stochastic RSI. Just look at my chart. Okay. The stochastic RSI is showing an upward movement below the 50%, but still, I see the movement is like we are trying to come down. So it's not clear very well. Okay. Then I want to see how buyers and sellers are doing in the market. So I bring in the smart money indicator. All these we are going to discuss just to help me confirm who is doing what and where in the market. Okay, who's doing the market is on equilibrium, but my friend thinks where it is, there is no buying block. Okay, there's no buying block, there's no selling block. Okay, I don't see buying blocks and selling blocks. So my friend, things may not go my way. Yeah, I don't see any buying blocks and I only see selling blocks. Whee! This coin, floating loss, floating loss, floating loss, floating loss is the game of the day. Nothing much. Just the auto Fibonacci, the auto Fib extension. Just no, 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 no. No. Just time, auto Fib retracement, but it will also show me the same thing. Okay, some good news around it at an area of important reversal. Change this to percentage. Okay, show them to me on the right. These we are going to discuss in the coming few days. Okay, right. Yeah, the coin is at a pocket area. Okay, at an area of reversal. If it reverses, then maybe we can get it at this price, but we now need to be a little bit more patient. That's the only good news. Hey, that's the only good news. The retracement is showing us that there is money. Okay, then there are people who trade like me, City Alosi, but my friend, unless the market is respected in this pocket area, if not, then the rest is shauri yako. If it is respected, then there is a comfortable 30%. But if it is broken, then there is a good drop in the market. So thank you so much. This was just extra to find out on that coin. But I hope we're able to learn something from today. I hope we are able. This is none of today's lesson. I was just looking at the coin. Yeah, I was just looking at the coin. I was not trying to teach Fibonacci and retracements here. So tomorrow, I'm going to start on indicators. I hope now you can draw lines above candles and below candles. If you can do that, give me one in the chat. I've not gone into different shapes and sizes, but as we are going to be trading, I'll be able to show you different shapes. Okay, I'll be able to show you different shapes. This is let me say this is let me say this is a symmetric triangle. I will show you as we continue analyzing the markets. All right. So tomorrow, see you on indicators. Thank you so much for today. Trading is simple. Drawing lines above candles, drawing lines below candles. If you can be able to do that, then you can be able to find entries. You cannot find entries unless you trade with a confluence. That's why tomorrow we are going to start indicators. Teach you one indicator at a time until you are able to understand. Thank you so much for today's class. I love you all, and I wish you an amazing, fantastic day. Today is Wednesday, and in the morning it's going to be Coach Mopiwa, and in the evening it will be me doing RSI. Unless I confirm when it's not available, but I love doing my RSI training in the evening when most people are available than in the morning. I'll confirm if Coach Mopiwa is not around, then you will see me on RSI. If he's around, then I'll come up in the evening. Thank you so much. Love you all, and bye bye bye.